don't hate you. We don't care enough about you to hate you. We just see that you're a fool. You make a fool out of yourself virtually every day. That's why we talk about you. We're laughing at you. We're making a mockery of you. You're making a mockery of yourself. It's not hatred. You really should learn to distinguish between those two different emotions because you're receiving one in droves, and it's not hatred. You can act, like you're Beyonce all you want. You're not. And just like her, you can play the victim when you're not. But you're going to have your hands full with people laughing at you because you behave so fool.
This wasn't a mild critique or a passing disagreement. It was a full public unraveling happening in real time. Jasmine Crockett, once promoted as a rising Democratic figure with a carefully crafted image, suddenly finds that image cracking under pressure. Megyn Kelly doesn't simply challenge Crockett's credibility. She dismantles it methodically. What once looked like a fast track to prominence quickly turns into a harsh collision with reality, leaving Crockett exposed while Kelly moves on without hesitation.
I've had about enough of her. She wants to be like a member of the squad. She thinks of herself like an AOC. She talks like, she's from the hood. Meanwhile, she grew up in a nice family. She didn't talk like this 3 years ago. 3 years ago, she sounded like you and I sound in this conversation. Like, I'm really excited to be going to Congress. I can't wait to get started on my new job. And now she's like, we need us.
Kelly immediately zeroes in on Crockett's core vulnerability, mistaking volume for authority. Crockett seems to believe that raising her voice strengthens her position, but Kelly calmly demonstrates that intensity isn't evidence and outrage doesn't equal effectiveness. As the noise fades, what's left is a lack of depth. Kelly cuts through the theatrics with measured precision, revealing how performance has replaced substance. Crockett confuses attention with influence, and Kelly punctures that illusion effortlessly.
She claims to be, from her people. She puts on this image that she understands the Black American struggle. But let's face it, the girl went to private school. She went on to, I don't know what college and law school. She went to, it's like, she's a complete fake.
Yeah.
She's as fake as her eyelashes. She's as fake as her hair. She's as fake as her fingernails. And she is such a massive fraud.
What gives Kelly's critique its force is how clearly she reframes Crockett's rise. According to Kelly, it wasn't built on exceptional skill or leadership, but on optics. Crockett didn't command the spotlight. She was placed there. Her value came from being loud, predictable, and useful in confrontations. Beyond reacting on cue and delivering sharp sound bites, Kelly argues there's little evidence of lasting capability. In one clean sweep, the image collapses.
The Clinton administration.
Please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. Because y'all talk noise and then
You're out of control.
He said, Jasmine, what you have to realize is that if you are really going to make change, it's not going to be in the Texas House. He said, you did a great job playing defense, but you have a chance to play offense.
Someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body.
Meanwhile, you pointed out, her high school looks like a cat.
Kelly doesn't debate on Crockett's terms. She changes the frame entirely. She places Crockett into a familiar category of modern politicians who confuse visibility with impact and self-promotion with service. From dramatic committee moments to an obsession with viral clips, Kelly highlights how every exaggerated reaction feeds the performance. This isn't leadership, she suggests, it's political theater. Crockett begins to look less like a serious legislator and more like a social media personality out of place in Congress.
We were having a committee hearing on oversight, and it was really late at night. And I was really irritated because I'm always like, why can't we work normal work hours like regular people, 8 to 5? I don't know what's wrong with Congress that we're always doing crazy things at 9, 10, 11, 2 a.m. under Nancy Pelosi. So we're on the oversight committee, and she is running off her mouth, and I shot at her about her massively huge fake eyelashes.
Yeah, this made news.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I said something along the lines of like, well, you can't read it because of your face.
The most damaging moment comes when Kelly examines Crockett's actual record. Once the hype is removed, the list of concrete accomplishments is thin. Crockett excels at inserting herself into controversy, but when it comes to drafting meaningful legislation or delivering results, the evidence is scarce. Kelly presses this gap repeatedly, exposing the distance between constant self-promotion and real output. The takeaway is blunt. Crockett's strength lies in staying visible, not in leading.
But you're going to have your hands full with people laughing at you because you behave so foolishly. And the fact that you're a diva bitch behind the scenes, so much worse. You're not even beloved by your staff. Like, you alienate everyone. The people who know you best don't like you. The people who are just glancing at what you're putting out there publicly don't like you. So who likes you?
Kelly then turns to Crockett's reliance on identity-based defenses. When challenged, Crockett often reframes criticism as personal attacks rather than addressing the substance of the question. Kelly dismantles this approach, showing how it avoids accountability rather than answering it. Labels can't compensate for weak arguments. Kelly also points out Crockett's lack of discipline, turning serious discussions into spectacles. While the strategy may earn online attention, it erodes credibility where it matters most.
Perfect. The Human Rights Campaign. These are the people who run around harassing every business to make sure that they're being pro-LGBTQ and pro-DEI and not doing anything that a Human Rights Campaign finds offensive in any way, shape, or form, unless if you are in a wheelchair and are the governor of Texas, in which case it is fine for Jasmine Crockett to do this to you. Watch.
Because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Kelly goes further, outlining what she sees as a pattern of contradiction. Crockett condemns privilege while benefiting from it. She criticizes systems she continues to leverage. She speaks about fairness while dismissing dissent. Kelly stacks example after example until the inconsistency becomes undeniable. Meanwhile, Kelly's calm approach contrasts sharply with Crockett's volatility. Each outburst appears less like strength and more like insecurity. The more Crockett seeks attention, the more fragile her image appears.
Has some more on Ms. Crockett. He's Benny Johnson. He's host of The Benny Show, and he has an exclusive report now on Crockett's alleged background. See, he traveled to where Crockett claims she is from a tough area of South Dallas. You know, you hear her speak. She tries to talk street like, okay. Compared to where she's actually from, it's quite a different picture. Where she's actually from is a beautiful, well-manicured area for the elite.
Crockett's rise, Kelly explains, was fueled by outrage, but outrage fades quickly. Today's applause becomes tomorrow's silence. Kelly describes the cycle as empty momentum, loud, brief, and unsustainable. When critics appear, Crockett attacks people instead of ideas, a shortcut that burns credibility. Kelly reframes Crockett's supposed strengths as liabilities. Passion looks like impulsiveness. Defiance feels reckless. What was marketed as authenticity comes across as instability. The narrative fully flips.
The thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey.
I got to check my woke rule book, Walter, but I'm not sure I don't think that's allowed. I do not think you refer to the guy who's in a wheelchair as the governor of your state as Governor Hot Wheels. Some of her defenders online are like, we all call him that down here. And as far as I can tell, it's only nasty leftists who do. Not sure that gives you a pass.
What makes Kelly's dismantling so striking is how little effort it seems to require. Crockett enters with intensity and noise. Kelly responds with clarity and control. Step by step, Kelly breaks the argument down. Crockett may dominate the volume of the room, but Kelly owns the substance. By the end, the discomfort is palpable. The illusion fades, revealing a politician lacking depth and consistency. What was once momentum now looks like a brief flash.
Become, instead of someone who dumbs themselves down or lies about where they come from to try to be more hood.
Yes, that's what she's doing all the time. And she didn't talk like this before either, where she's like, y'all, I know, my homie, and I'm like, okay, that didn't exist. We ran tape from her. Before she ran for office, she sounded like a normal person. But now she's gone full street with the super long nails too, and like the lips and the gloss and like the eyelashes. She's really laying it on because she wants to be seen as like this down-home girl.
Kelly shines a direct light on the gap between image and reality. With the performance stripped away, Crockett is left with a record that doesn't match the hype. Once that illusion cracks, it rarely recovers. Colleagues hesitate. Media enthusiasm cools. Doubt replaces excitement. Kelly's critique lands not because it's harsh, but because it confirms existing suspicions. The rising disruptor narrative dissolves, replaced by questions about preparedness and staying power.
How do you even there's no reaching across the aisle to that.
No,
Yeah,
not at all. Well, she's not a real person. So some interesting things that I've always observed about her is how she treats her staff. She treats her staff like they are just beneath her.
I read that in the New York Post. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Wow.
So she always has one of her young male staffers has to carry her big, heavy handbag for her. She just hands it off. It's like,
The consequences linger. Critics gain confidence. Supporters grow cautious. Every future appearance is now viewed through a more skeptical lens. In Washington, reputation matters, and it's shaped as much by private conversations as public moments. Kelly's takedown won't just circulate online. It will echo behind closed doors. Each misstep Crockett makes reinforces the perception that she's unready for the role she claims. That label, once applied, is difficult to escape.
That we work for the American people, and what we not gonna do is stand around while they pull this that they trying to pull right now.
What do you, we have videotape. Why are you talking like that? No one believes this bullshit. And now she's graduated to acting like a thug. So congratulations, your term in the U.S. Congress is going really well.
If Crockett responds aggressively, she appears defensive. If she stays quiet, she risks fading. Either way, the framing sticks. That's why Kelly's critique is so effective. It leaves no easy exit. The narrative now defines Crockett rather than the other way around. In chasing attention, she achieved visibility but not control. Instead of emerging as a celebrated new voice, she becomes a cautionary example of momentum outrunning substance. In politics, when the current turns, recovery is rarely quick. And for Crockett, that shift may mark the beginning of a long, uncertain road ahead.